Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Set to kick off.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
First down, Cleveland.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the...
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mayfield's pass. Complete to Austin Hooper. It's a gain of 8. And it brings up...
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Pass complete.
Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And playoff games in and of themselves, we know they're pressure-filled. That's not breaking any news, but you have to wonder how much added pressure this team feels, given that a perfect season is on the line. They heard it during the regular season. Now they've sat at home for 2 weeks hearing about it. Can they handle that, as well as the team that they're facing, in order to try and advance?
33-yard line.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Tyler Boyd. That's good.
That's good for a first down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
48-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now Burrow. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
For the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
The Browns take over.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
First down, Browns.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Sam Hubbard on the tackle.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals 3, Browns nothing.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 33 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
For the point after.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. On 3rd down, Burrow. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. Jarvis Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He was tackled at the
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A draw play for Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Cincinnati Bengals.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards.
On 3rd down, Mayfield trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Back to it after the pick-6. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Roughing the passer defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Buying time to his left. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Seibert on for the point after.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a real tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So it's on to halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Browns 14.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Earl Thomas.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Probably the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
14. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Austin Hooper.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Down at the 43.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and
8. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Logan Wilson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now Burrow on 1st down, able to find Higgins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
A yard. Brings up second and goal.
Burrow looking to pass. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1 yard line.
At their own 1 yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
Nick Chubb.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
9 yard line. A 7 yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking sideline, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Mayfield to throw. And able to find John Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16. But they get the conversion anyway. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. And finding the tight end Hooper. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win.